I'm Aaron from PhoneDog.com. This is the software walkthrough of the Samsung Galaxy S4, Samsung's newest iconic device. And so let's take a look at some of the features that they've done, because from a hardware standpoint, you know, it looks kind of similar to the Galaxy S3 and the Note 2, even though under the hood, they've got a ton of improvements. You've got a 1080p HD display, Super AMOLED display. It's 5 inches with 441 pixels per inch. So a beautiful, gorgeous display here. Beautiful, gorgeous. It's so beautiful that I say beautiful and gorgeous in the same sentence. But you've got a really nice smartphone here with a 13 megapixel camera, with 1080p HD recording, a 2,600 milliamp hour battery. You've got Android 4.2.2, so the latest version or a later version of Jelly Bean with TouchWiz pre-installed. So you've got the TouchWiz overlay here, 2 gigabytes of RAM, making this device run incredibly fast all around. And let's just do a software walkthrough here. So Samsung's increased a ton of added a ton of software goodies here. You've got sound and shot just within the camera, so we'll go into the camera stuff and we'll cover this more in depth in the actual camera part of the video. But you can see the interface has been changed, and you can see me shooting video here as well. So I'm going to try to lay this on my leg. Bear with me here while I try to do this. I should be able to expand this out, move it around if I want to. And I've got a lot of different options here. Camera settings include sound and shot, which allows me to take a picture and record up to 9 seconds of video. I've got drama shot, which allows me to combine burst shots. And then I've got cinema photo, which gives me movement with stills. But back to what I was saying about the software, because I think in the software video it's important to cover this stuff. S-Translator is great, so when you get an email from somebody and it's in a different language, you should be able to translate that. And it's native in a lot of the Samsung stuff that comes out of the box. Then you've got some AirView stuff, which I want to highlight here. We'll go into Gallery, for example, and they brought some of the popular AirView stuff over to the S4 just by pressing, or actually not pressing, just by hovering my hand over it. You can see I've got the preview of the image, and then by going back to the gallery, I can actually see some of the pictures in the gallery as well. So you got that video preview, like I said. You got Flipboard, which is going to be a customized version of Flipboard, which allows you, and let me see if I can go into one of these, if they've got it set up. I don't know if they do or not. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and get started. We'll just do this on the fly while we're shooting this video. And we'll just go here and, so for example, news, and see how it allows me to hover over the news right there and click right on it. So it's made for the Galaxy S4. Then you've got some air gesture stuff, which I really, really like. So let's go into the internet, for example, and this is just the sample page that pops up. You can see, for example, the Galaxy stuff, and I can scroll up and down just by moving my hand up and down, and I'm not actually touching the device, just so you know. And then I've got call accept and air jump as well, so I can actually accept a call just by swiping over the display. And let's see if it actually works on the home screens. I don't know if it does or not. It looks like it doesn't, but it may just be that I haven't enabled the setting, so it's entirely possible. But you got those features. You've got Watch On, which is an IR blaster, so similar to what we've seen in the HTC One. You've got the IR blaster where you can control your TV and watch content. You've got a Samsung optical reader as well for business cards and QR codes, along with Samsung's Hub, which has been consolidated down into one hub. Let's see if I can find it. Samsung Hub, and it allows me to go in here and get my music, my video, my books, and more, kind of an alternative to Google Play. And finally, Samsung's consolidating all that stuff down into one place. Last but not least, they're really focusing on health this time around with S Health. I can go in here and I can chart a lot of different things with some accessories like a weight scale and then a heart rate monitor, and then the S Band, which is an added accessory where I can go for a run, for example, and I can bring that running data back and sync it up with my device, and it gives me calories burned and more. So focus really on life and well-being and health on the Galaxy S4, and some really cool software updates that I'm excited about. So I want to call Eric Johnson, for example. Let's see if I can. That may not be the right way to do it. Actually, I think Eric needs to call me. I take that back. But I just want to show you what the overall look and feel looks like here, just walking through some of the different software stuff. And then, of course, TouchWiz pre-installed here, and you go into settings and see some of the differences in settings. It's tabbed, so I've got connections, my device, accounts, and more all up here at the top in the software of the Samsung Galaxy S4. Again, coming soon to AT&T, Sprint, T-Mobile, Verizon, US Cellular, and Cricket. So keep it locked on PhoneDog.com for continuing coverage of this new smartphone from Samsung, the Galaxy S4. Looks like it has some new widgets as well, so let's actually go in there and take a look. In addition to this, which I really like, the ability to come in here and select a bunch of different stuff, including power saving, screen mirroring, so you don't have to kind of scroll around up here anymore. You got your 5 shortcuts up top, and then for more, all you have to do is click there. And then, of course, not to be forgotten, the much rumored Smart Scroll, which allows me to scroll with my eyes, and when I'm watching a video, I can look away, and it should pause the video. The look and feel of TouchWiz remains relatively unchanged. You've got your applications button down there at the bottom with your shortcuts, messaging, contacts, phone, and internet out of the box, and you've got your typical home screens right here. Now let's see if we can add more than 5 home screens. It looks like you can. You can add a total of 7 home screens, but you can see some minor functional things that have changed here. Kind of the color scheme as well. You'll see that the notifications area now blends in with the actual wallpaper on the back of the device. And since you're like, or I assume you're like me, let's take a look at the wallpaper that comes on this device rather. Wallpapers, and we'll load these up, and you can see that really take advantage of that 1080p 5-inch display. Gorgeous wallpapers here. I'll tell you, the display really looks solid all around. Really impressed with the way it looks. Pressing and holding still gives me that same thing that you're used to. You've got your task manager, Google Now, and then of course Trash, where you can delete or close out running applications. But still an impressive 7.9 millimeters thin. Even though design-wise it looks kind of similar to the Galaxy S3 and the Note 2. I think that's what they're going for this time around in creating an overall product line. So, beautiful looking device. It fits well in the hand, like the display. And let's go in here again and take a look. As you can see, really for the most part, TouchWiz has remained unchanged in the overall functionality. So you can see scrolling down the notifications area, you've got your 7 new messages here, you've got your music running, and you've got your shortcuts. Keep it locked on PhoneDog.com for continuing coverage of the Galaxy S4. Let me know what you think on Twitter at PhoneDog_Aaron, Facebook, Facebook.com/hi, Aaron Baker, and gplus.to/PhoneDog. Now, it's important to note this is going to come in white frost and black mist. It'll be available in 16, 32, and 64 gigabyte variants depending on the individual operator. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.